I've made a terrible, terrible error.
Let's just make it happen. How hard can it be? I'm so absolutely done. We've been having a lovely time. And the only, I'm not going to go into details of stuff because no one fucking cares. I like a fine chop, me.
Good morning, everybody. Please excuse the fact that I'm just in here in a bra. Is it just me, or does anyone else like having like a get ready t-shirt? I'm in London, by the way, and I'm just getting ready because I have about 25 minutes, half an hour. Looking very washed out on this shot. Last night we had the most amazing evening. I was taken to go and watch Lainey Wilson, who is a country singer, incredible country singer, may I add, probably one of the best live performers I've ever seen. And we were taken on a press trip with Wrangler. Weirdly enough, I'd actually bought tickets. If you remember seeing, there's a vlog where Caroline Hirons rings me and she's like, you need to get Lainey tickets, she's just won new country singer of CMA awards or something, whatever one it was that she won. She won an award, like a big award. So then everyone kind of like went crackers for her. Yeah, so I already had tickets bought, and then Bills got invited on a press trip to Wrangler to go and watch her, and she was like already coming with me. She was like, yeah, that'd be amazing, but you need to take Sasha too. That, my friends, is a fantastic friend. So yeah, me, Queen C and Billy went and watched Lainey last night in London. I had a little meeting in the afternoon and then a bit of a crackers rush to get ready, and it was just incredible. If you don't know her music and you're a country fan, oh, I couldn't recommend it enough. She's so good. Such a beautiful voice, but also as a live performer, really, really enjoyed. Because I went to see Shania last year, and if you know around here, country music has been my thing like forever. My auntie used to be a country singer, so it's been in my life forever pretty much. And well, she still is a country singer, she just doesn't like gig anymore or perform. She used to perform a lot. I've made a terrible, terrible error, and that is I forgot a moisturiser. There was a vlog a couple of weeks ago where I actually didn't press record by accident, but I had to remove my makeup with 2 lip balms because I forgot my cleanser. So now forgetting my moisturiser is arguably worse than that because my skin feels dry and crusty anyway. But it is what it is, isn't it? What am I going to do? What am I going to go for? This feels so bizarre. I've contemplated putting hand lotion on my face. I'm going to go in with the classic skin tint because I just... not again, every time. I just feel like at least I know what this does, you know? God, it does not feel nice. It does not feel nice. My skin is in such dire need of some help. There's a couple of things I need to do. One is wash all of my makeup brushes, which have not been done for a very, very long time. Yeah, cool. What was I saying? Do you know what? I forgot my mushrooms. I've left my mushroom tablets at home. I'm going to go for the Glossier concealer because it's a balm concealer, shade medium. Yeah, my skin at the moment is so bad. I need to wash all my brushes and I need to get back on retinols. Even when I was using the Caroline Hirons toner, like that didn't last 5 minutes because I was all over the place. But my mission tomorrow, I think, is to build my new bathroom cabinet and see if I can put that up myself, because how long can you just sit around and wait for men to do jobs for you? We must simply take action ourselves and at least give things a go, you know? Right, I think what I'm going to do is come back to you when I'm a little bit more done because the light's very washed out, I'm rushing, and that's okay, isn't it? That's okay. Okay, I am rushing a bit, but not a bad outfit today, to be honest. I've got this satin skirt on from, what are these light lines? From New Look, which if you saw my try on haul on Instagram, you'd have seen. The lighting in this hotel room's really not going. I've got my Sambas on, some socks, I'll do it really quickly. My All Saints jumper, which I've worn to death, and my very old H&M leather jacket. And I have somewhat managed to salvage my hair with the GHD curve. Sorry, I'm just standing here because the lighting was so bad. Can't really call the weather at the moment. Like, I've got a jumper and a leather jacket on, but I don't know if I'm going to be too hot, but it is also like, it was freezing yesterday. Anyway, yeah, I need to go because I'm running late, so come on. We are talking to a girl who got on the Central line at 8:30 this morning. Now, if that ain't
motherfucking growth. I don't know what is. I am genuinely, like, in shock. In shock. I don't think I've done that maybe ever. And I was calm. I have to have my music on. That's one thing that I have realised. And I also need to get some new earphones because I'm still using ones from 1983. Yeah, they're just not a vibe really. And also, I think if I had them over my ears, that'd be better. I have some for the gym, so I want some separate ones that I use, like, not for the gym.
On contact with water, whether it's that gorgeous kind of sweet almond, warm vanilla, new to the lineup as of today, launching today in shops, is the Almond Delicious Shower Cream. Now this is the almond.
It's quite nice to see the material we are using.
It look very spring today. Thank you.
Oh, great.
Well, I did this before with Box. Tell me what to do then.
Well, I don't think we can hold the next steps.
Anybody here that does starting with?
Anyone hit not the class now?
Let's just make it up. How can it be? What were we talking about? Oh yeah, because
Cut off that green wire. Cut off your green wire and this is ready. Doing that. No, I'm saying
Basically, it's when you put the flowers in, you like wrap them as you go. Basically, all it is she got to. So you got.
they are actually stewing.
We need to make a little bundle. Basically, layer it round.
Right. I think it's better that upright. I rate that a 10 out of 10. I was really...
Actually, that isn't great, is it?
Mine? No, it's
What you've
awful.
done there, Lev, is you've mugged yourself up.
It ain't good. It weren't good. It ain't good. Jenny, let's see yours. Also beautiful.
Yeah, that is really. Yours is like long and lovely.
I'm looking a bit worse for wear. I've just come into Ollie, this place. You know, you see the cinnamon things? I wasn't going to have one because she's like, oh, I'm trying to be so good. And then I was like, no, this is where it goes wrong. I've eaten healthy all day yesterday. You've got to stop demonising food, Sasha. Doing some emails and then I've got a press event in like from 2 o'clock. For a bit of time. I absolutely cannot begin to tell you how non-existent my energy levels are to exist in London for a fucking second longer. It's rained all day. I wish you could actually, well, I don't actually wish you could see, but I've literally just spread my legs wide open for the first time today because I wore this satin skirt. My legs have been rubbing all fucking day. I'm so absolutely done. Now, like, I don't want to be a person that moans all the time, but it's nearly May and it's freezing and it's raining. Like, what is the fucking point? For what reason do we live in this country? I just don't understand. It's been so cold today. It's basically November. Basically it is November. I'm also desperate for the toilet, but I had too many bags to take. But I've just managed to pull my tracksuit bottoms out of my suitcase. I'm gonna change for the drive home because I shan't be driving home 2.5 hours and fucking satin skirt, do you know what I mean? It's not even satin, is it? I don't know when I last spoke to you, but I went to 2 press days, and a press day is basically like a brand whacks out a showroom of all of their brands, all of their pieces, whatever, the new collections, and you get invited to go and like view all the pieces, view all the stuff, and it's basically like a way of sort of, you know, catching up with the PRs or getting to see the new collection. Like, if you're a fashion person, you could get inspired by the colours and the textures and the fabrics. I am actually so proud of myself because I've not spoken about it a lot, but I absolutely hate the tube. Like, it's one of my biggest fears, being confined to that space, being underground, not being able to get out if I need to. Lots of things surrounding the tube and being trapped, basically. And I have pretty much got it all day today. There's always reasons to say, no, I'm not doing it, but I have pretty much directly placed myself into my worst nightmare all day. And even though it's been hard, I've been really calm and I've just done it, and that's like kind of major for me. It's taken me, you know, sometimes I'll come down to London and I will spend money I don't have, and like quite literally money I don't have, but I'll pretend that it's not. I'll just be really reckless because I would rather get cars, Ubers, taxis than go on the tube. Whereas today I got the Central line at 8:30 in the morning, and then I did tube back to the hotel. On the tube back to the hotel I was like, I've done too many, I've done too much now. I did wonder how many steps I've done today. I've done 13,000 steps today. I've just put my Crocs on and there's just no better feeling in the world, do you know that? I have lived in Crocs for the last 16 months or however long it's been, and they just saved my life. But yeah, overall I feel really proud of myself. It is 5:15 now, and you know what? When I do work trips to London, it's 2 days max, and I am literally get me out of here. And this is about right. Obviously I left yesterday at 10 o'clock and I'll probably get home about 9 o'clock tonight. Pretty much full 2 days. I'm done, ready to go. I do feel eternally grateful that my job is my job and that I get to experience such incredible things. But I definitely wouldn't say it's like, it's not a case of easy or difficult. It's just, you just got to stay on your toes, I guess. That's the only way I can describe it. Like, it keeps you on your toes. Yeah, so I do feel very lucky. Like, the L'Occitane event this morning was gorgeous, and I'm such a huge fan of their products. So it was nice to like actually learn about where the almonds come from and how they're grown, and I do kind of geek out on shit like that. I feel a little bit annoyed at myself for choosing to have this like cinnamon slice thing when I had a coffee, because we'd shared a couple of like picky bits for lunch, and then I don't know if I actually wanted it. I do love those things, by the way. Cinnamon social from Ole and Steen, I think it's called. Fuck me, it's great. But I ordered it and I don't know if I wanted it, and then when I was eating it I was like, I don't actually want this, and I left about half of it. And it's just that habit, isn't it? Like, I didn't want to not get it. I'm trying to make more conscious efforts with my food, because I've told you guys it has really slipped into a bad place. So I'm trying to make more conscious effort, but also conscious effort means not banning stuff, not demonizing food, not removing things from my diet. I'm trying to get back to a place of balance. And actually, as much as I'm gonna sit there and be annoyed at myself for ordering the slice, to leave the slice or to leave half of it is just as that's also a good thing for me to have done that. So, you know, I don't want to get into any sort of headspace where I'm beating myself up for stuff. I'd rather just recognise the good things from it and yeah, try and get back to a really balanced place of not always wanting to punish myself with food, if that makes sense. Considering it's been raining all day, my hair's actually stayed quite well. Okay, Tara, the inside of my legs are like, honestly, it'd be easier for me to waddle like a duck than it is to walk normally. You know, I've not taken my mushrooms today, and again, I don't know if it's all in my head, but really things have not been the same. I just popped into Reading Services to go for a wee and to get something to eat. I'm not massively hungry. Honey roast Scottish smoked salmon pasta salad. But I'm going for a run in the morning, so I thought it'd be silly not to eat, and it'll be too late to eat when I get home. So I thought I'd have a bit of protein, a little bit of carbs, and then I got peach iced tea, my favourite, and baby packet of chocolate raisins, because I don't know, I love chocolate raisins. What a little treat to say well done for going on the tube. Never mind the cinnamon slab that I've beaten myself up for all day. Yeah, this journey is long. But I've been listening to Lainey Wilson. We've been having a lovely time. Much rather be in the comfort of my own car than on a train. So there's that. But I was just on the phone to my dad, and I was thinking, I wonder if when I move house into my house, if I'll get the train more, because the train is quicker than where I live now to get to London, which was a deciding factor on moving there. It's nice to pause for breaks, isn't it? Do you know, I just felt a little bit weird about putting my camera up to vlog, because there's a girl next to me truly enjoying her KFC, and I thought, no, do you know what, honey? You enjoy your KFC. I'm going to put my silly little camera and talk to my silly little friends. It's fine, isn't it? No one cares. I don't know if I've spoken to the vlog about how absolutely outrageously good this Marks and Spencer's iced tea is, but it is an actual joke. My favourite one is the bergamot one or the passion fruit one, but the peach one also slaps. Hillbilly hilly, right down to the bone, a little Mississippi, like a rolling stone. Keep flicking fucking salmon everywhere. Can you let me know if you love Lainey Wilson? Because I've honestly just got her songs on repeat. I feel like I need a full head to toe scrub. Wow, I feel like this section of the vlog should come with a fucking warning sign, to be honest. I have had maybe one of my lowest days in like maybe like the whole of the last year. And I've had my hair cut today, by the way. It's actually not as short as it looks, but that's not what this is about. Don't know what I last vlogged yesterday, and my plan was to get up and carry on vlogging today. I was going to take you to have my hair cut. I just woke up today and I opened my eyes and felt riddled with anxiety, and this just, oh my god, my hair, like I actually look like Miss Trunchbull. It really doesn't matter. Yeah, I felt sick and I have just cried a lot and felt so low. And part of me was like, well, obviously I'm not going to vlog today. And then the other part of me was like, no, I definitely feel like it's important to show the reality in that, you know, yesterday I had this really busy, it has the potential to be glamorous, but I ruined that somewhat. But yeah, you know, glamorous, busy, extravagant, flexible, filled with so many perks lifestyle. And then today I have just actually been on the sofa for the whole day, which I don't think I've ever done in my whole life. I don't think, unless I'm ill, I have ever taken a day off for my mental health. Speaks volumes. And the only, like, I'm not going to go into details of stuff because no one fucking cares, but I think the reality of doing such heavy, you know, therapy and going through a divorce and moving house and trying to buy a house and trying to, you know, have a career, and I think the reality of everything that's going on in my life, my expectation is that, well, I go to therapy once a week and I feel the best I've ever felt and things are really going well, so that's it. In the back of my head, I'm like, no more bad days. Bad days don't happen because I'm doing all this work. Like, bad days don't exist. And that's where I set myself up for failing. I have felt so good, maybe since moving into this flat, since having my own space again, and I don't know, a number of things are happening that I have so many things to be grateful for. There are so many good things going on in my life. And then today, I've just been hit with all of these thoughts, feelings, and reactions, I guess. I don't know. I've never sat with that before, and today I did that. The other thing, and not to invalidate any of how I feel, because I know that all of the things I'm feeling are valid and make sense as to why I'm feeling like that, but sometimes when I feel my emotions intensely like this, but you know, I don't think it's been this bad, it is to do with my cycle. There is, you know, I am, according to my health app, due on next week at some point from the 1st of May, which is next Wednesday. So this would be the week before. So technically I'm ovulating and blah, blah, blah. I was speaking to my friend Roxy. You know, you all know who Roxy Nafusi is. And she was voice noting me the other day about, she tracks her cycle and she says it's like totally changed her life, because she's just aware of the days where she can and can't do things. So there's particular days of the month where she won't feed back to her team because it's just, she knows that she's going to be particularly more snappy or more emotional or whatever. She just uses the app on your iPhone. So if you have an iPhone, because I used to pay for Flow Tracker, and then I cancelled my subscription because I was like, why am I paying for this? But I'd actually argue that the iPhone app is better. So you just go into the health emoji, no, the health icon of your app and log your period and stuff like that. So yeah, I would highly recommend. I've started doing that. It's not incredibly accurate because I've only I can only gauge when my last period was by looking for my WhatsApp. I typed the word period in my WhatsApp to work out when I was last on my period, and it was about 3 weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago. Weirdly enough, timing was perfect, but I just watched Grace Beverley and M Nutritionist on Grace's podcast, and Em said that when you cry tears, it is the excess hormones leaving your body, which is often why when you cry you feel better. And I was like, God, that makes sense. So I think this was all instigated. It all started from I went to the London Marathon on Sunday. I don't know if I've spoken about how incredible it was in this vlog or not, but I put myself directly into obviously my biggest fear by getting on the tube and being in London on that day. It was so busy. It was like sardines most of the time, but I felt calm. I felt relaxed. I felt happy to be there. Literally bounced into therapy on Monday. I was like, look at this breakthrough. This is incredible. Being on the tube is one of my biggest fears. And then I went to get on the tube on Wednesday, couldn't do it, and then kept pushing myself. So all of Thursday I was on and off the tube, and I did it for the whole day, bar the taxi back to the car because I had too much stuff. And when I was speaking to DB earlier, he was like, you have spent so much time and investment in calming your nervous system, and you've just put it through like stress. So it's no wonder I'm feeling a little bit, I guess, fragile today. It sounds so ridiculous when I'm saying it out loud, because these are the moments where I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, think about how much is going on in the world. But you know, I also know that these tiny little problems are still big for some people, and I know how much it would help me if I knew that someone else felt the same way that I felt. So anyway, I don't really know what the point was of me coming on here, other than to tell you that I'm feeling low vibe today and my hair looks crazy. Tracy's actually done a really lovely cut. We've taken about 3 inches off, and I am going to blow dry it and style it, but I just let it dry naturally today. My manager's just texted me saying, have you made sad girl pasta? And she watches these vlogs, so she's going to see this. I should have sad girl pasta, but weirdly enough, I am craving something a little bit healthier. Not that pasta's not healthy, but do I want pasta? I think I want orzo. It's 6:45 and all I've eaten today is a banana and a baby cucumber. And I'm craving smashed cucumber and this chicken. I've got some chicken sausages left in the fridge, and the other day I made this like really gorgeous orzo dish with like chicken stock, and I think that's what I fancy. And then I know that tomorrow I'm going to wake up and I'm going to feel better, and I'm going to go for my run, and I'm going to take the boys for a walk, and I'm going to do some cleaning, and I'm going to do some editing, and then I will just have one of those weekends this weekend where I am my only focus. I just know that that's what I need this weekend. I just need to take 5. Letting myself feel is going to be something that I like wear with pride, I think, going forward. I was on the phone to Chask earlier, and I'd kind of like worked out all of the I'd kind of like managed to vocalise to her all of the things that were going on in my brain, and mainly because this girl has been in my life since I was 11 so she is not none of my irrational thoughts or the way my brain works is going to shock her, and I feel totally safe to do that. I do just feel very lucky to have such emotionally intelligent people surrounding me, whereby they're just so understanding. This here is smashed cucumber. Basically get baby cucumbers and, like, you know how you'd crush garlic with the back of a knife? Do that and then like chop it all up roughly. Soy sauce, a little bit of vinegar. I use apple cider, but rice vinegar is probably better. Chili oil, salt, and chopped parsley. It's also really not like me to be craving not shit food when I'm feeling how I'm feeling, but not going to complain about it. That's so good. I'm going to fill up my cup with some sparkling water. Needs a bit of lime actually. That's what it needs.
It's not even like just sad feelings, it's just feelings. Does that make sense? And I think that's where we go wrong in this society. Like, everything has to be labelled and boxed. And like, I remember one of my therapy sessions saying to her, like, oh, I'm anxiously attached. And she was like, where have you read that? Was that TikTok? And then we worked through actually what attachment styles mean and where they originate from and what they're based on. They're not even based on two adult humans, they're based on parent and child. And feeling anxiety and having anxiety pass through you does not mean that you are an anxious person. Just in certain moments you feel a certain way. And I loved it. So like today, I wouldn't even say that it's a sad day. I'm just feeling today and I'm honouring that. And that is new for me. It's seriously uneventful, but I just fry off some onion and some chicken sausages, which just are the weirdest looking thing ever. And then season it with a bit of Cajun. Today, a little bit of jalapeno chili seasoning from Aldi a while ago. And then I've got some chicken stock in some hot water. And then just sprinkle some Greek orzo. Got this from Greece last year. Simmer it all down. You can add a little bit of like cream cheese or Greek yogurt or mushrooms. I put mushrooms in it. Do I want mushrooms in it? No, I don't. I'll save that for breakfast. Put a bit of tomato puree in as well, just to thicken it up. I would rather like these mash down or something. The big, just offensive balls of chicken is not the one. Like, even I'm really funny about how I chop things. God, you can tell I've had not a beautiful day. I'm really funny about how things are chopped. Like, there's no need for big chunky things, just thin slices. Like, if I'm gonna put chicken, if I'm making chicken fajitas, the strips are thin. If I'm making a chicken curry, strips are thin. I like a fine chop, mate. Ta-da! That's it. It's not even anything fancy. It's just like quick, throw together, use what you've got in the fridge. Delicious. Someone in the comments a couple of was it last week or the week before, they were like, I love how you get a quiet voice for bedtime. It really made me laugh. Basically, obviously when I was living with Shelbs was above me, and now there's someone above me there as well, so I need to have my quiet voice. I wonder if I'm going to change that when I live in my house, like, and I haven't got to be considerate to anybody. I'm going to call it a day on this vlog, whatever this vlog is. I actually do apologise, because it's probably just a shambles once more. But as always, I'm forever grateful for all of your support and love, and I'll see you next week for less chaos, more love. Yeah.